Hello everybody and welcome to another one of these awesome Gamer Who Games tutorials. I, of course, am the Gamer Who Games, though I do not game, which is weird. Okay, so today I finished updating Dropbox, added a few nice things to it. Before we get into this though, I just need to click start. And you need to make sure you have Maya and 3ds Max. So we're gonna do some stuff with story mode. Look at that! Look at that! That's perfect! It's beautiful! Okay, so go onto the internet, yada yada yada. Now, this link is private, but when I release this video, there should be a link in the description. The same link. I'm gonna click that. And see, you go into this. So what you have is a bunch of randomness. You have a few names that you might recognize down here, .zip file and .ms. Now, I'm going to show you what all this stuff is. So you have the folders, file folders, and they have Aiden.zip, a few Targa files. It's the same for every character, because look, if we do Captain Sparkles, you can see have these two files. So, what you're going to do is select a character that you want. Like, say you want Magnus. So, no, let's do Lucas. Lucas is cute. Okay, let's do Lucas. So, you open this up, you get Lucas Targa, Lucas Armor Targa, and Lucas.zip. So, you actually want to download this. And okay, so then you go to wherever the download is. It's in my downloads folder. And so when you download it, then you'll get the exact same thing that's in here. Now, don't freak out if you don't have WinRAR, if you don't have WinZip. And if you do have WinRAR, then remember, guys, it's a 30-day trial for the rest of your life somehow. So if you have WinRAR, you're fine. If you don't have any compressing, if you don't have any .zip opening programs, just leave it at that. Don't worry, because all you have to do is right click, open with Windows Explorer. So you have all these files. So what you can do, just create a new folder. We'll just call it Lucas, and you'll open that up, move everything from the .zip into here. Then you can go ahead and just delete this, because now all it's doing now is just taking up space. You'll do the same thing for here. You'll open with Windows Explorer. You see inside of the .zip file, forgot to mention, there are going to be a bunch of to 3D mesh files. Now you can't really do much with these, but we will be needing them. So you copy those and paste them in your folder. And go ahead and delete that other .zip file. So now you have 2 Targa files and a bunch of other stuff. Let's click one of these Targa files and see what's in here. So, let's just keep doing this. And when you open it, then you'll see it is the same skin for Lucas in the game. So you'll use this to actually fold things up in Maya, like that tutorial that I showed you. So there's your file. So you just have to read them. This is just regular Lucas. As you can see, this is armored Lucas. And so what we'll do next, if you're gonna open up Maya, and I'm gonna open up 3ds Max. So I'll get right back to you. Okay, and we're back. Now we're in Maya, and 3ds Max just finished. Nope, still loading. Alrighty. So you already know how my tutorial goes. You create a plane, 128 pixels. Whoops, not 128. With height 128 units. Subdivision. Hit 6 and rendering. Just apply a new Lambert to it, because you don't want your main Lambert. And click that little checker box. Load a file. You should know how to do that. So go into the desktop. Where is Lucas? L is right up here. Here it is. Lucas. And I'm sorry if there's background audio, like family and friends. you know, living in a big house, baby. But I'll try to do my best. So here is the same file that we got from our .zip file. So you just open that, hit 6. Make sure that you have quadratic, the filter type turned off. And if you want to be able to see the pixels clearly, you know, to make sure that you're not selecting gray parts, all you have to do is go into viewport 2.0 or higher if you're using 2017, which I am jealous of. I want 2017 so badly. Okay, that aside, so you have your file in here, right? Okay, so the rest is pretty straightforward, but when you get to things like the hair, you're no doubt going to be a little bit confused because it's not all painted out here. That is where that MS script comes in handy. So go back to Dropbox and let's download this. This will only work if you have 3ds Max. So no, I just want to download it. Okay, and you see it's 1 because I already have one of these. So let's just do this. So like I said, when you're trying to model the hair and everything, it's never going to be easy because you'll be guessing everywhere, having to look at pictures on the internet, trying to see if you got it right. There's a small chance you'll get it right. There's huge chance you'll get it wrong. So what you'll do, go into 3ds Max. And if you can model in 3ds Max, that's great. So, but if you can't, and if you can model in Maya, then I'll show you how to get this in there. So you go to Max Script and click Run Script. And wherever that .ms file is downloaded, you go and find it. Here's the one that I just downloaded this minute. And we'll just open that. You'll get a UI. And you'll have Bone Out from Bone Mill, CSI, all these different Telltale games. So you can do this for any game, I guess, but today we're doing Minecraft Thermal, so just click that button right there. And first it'll ask you for the .skl file, which I believe is for the skeleton. If you don't have those, just hit cancel, it's not going to bother you. And so you'll see all these .3D mesh files. You'll select these, but this is in a different file. So go to the my neck. So the folder that you just had, go to the Lucas folder, and you see you have all these files. That's what the 3D meshes are for. So you'll open those, and you'll see not much changed except for that little blip. If you zoom up, then you'll notice that you get Lucas. But another thing you might notice, I haven't included the mouthpieces. That's because mouth.zip is right down here, so you can download that and it'll have all of the mouthpieces. But in a couple of I don't know, I've got my hands full with other projects, but when I can, I'll release a tutorial on how to model the mouth. You only have to model the mouthpieces once and then you're set to go. Like, you don't even have to model them a second time. So that aside, let's just pretend the mouth is there. So you'll just, if you can model in 3ds Max, which I can't, then go ahead, just rotate it 90 degrees, however you do that, and just, but I'm using Maya. So what you're going to do is, if you have the Creator Suite or any two softwares, that's terrible grammar. You can use Send to. So whichever one that you use, I'm using Maya. So I'm just gonna add to the current scene because for some reason these don't really work. So just add to the current scene, and you see it sort of blinked there. And all you have to do is, whoa, it didn't go. Hello. Weird. Let's try that again. Don't select anything. Send to Maya, add to current scene, hit yes. Did it add? Nope, it didn't add. Let's just open up a new scene. And we're breaking up. We're breaking up! Okay. So send to Maya, add to current scene. There we go, finally. So we'll just get that same plane out again. and you'll add the same material. So you'll select all of these pieces and just rotate them 90 degrees. Or 0, because it's already rotated. For some reason it always rotates it like that. So you just go ahead and start. Well, before you start building, you will notice one thing, it's all just gray and plain. You want to go into your hyper shade, make it a little bit bigger, because as you can see we had some extra fongs. It's from this important file. So you just delete those fongs, and so you'll select all these green pieces and assign material to selection, and you'll see the UVs are already in place. But you'll notice one thing: if you imported everything, including these goggles, hair goggles, whoops, let's delete that other piece of hair. So you'll notice that the armor is all grayed out and everything. All you have to do is just swap out your material. So that's why you have that armored. So there you go. Lucas is here. So all you have to do is match up the pixels. Like for this piece of hair right here, there's a few ways you can do to model the hair. A few techniques that I use all the time. Just go select two faces of like a definite shape, and go into the UV texture editor, and you'll see the UV show up over here. Now don't worry about these that are right here, just focus on the main faces. Hang on, let me turn off soft select. Okay, that's why those are all showing up. So and you'll just select the corresponding faces. You'll never be right the first time, but it's all a matter of hand-eye coordination. All you do is select the spaces and make sure that you're doing it correctly in here. And when you extract that, be sure to deselect the other faces first. Then all you have to do is extract that and basically build up the hair that way. I'm not going to do the whole thing right now because it took a while. But that's how to model the hair. So, and that pretty much wraps up this tutorial, but I'm going to show you one more thing. So imagine that you have Lucas done. So let's open up my finished Lucas file. It's loading. Okay, there we go. This isn't the armored Lucas, by the way. But let's just imagine that you have Lucas all done. He's all ready to go. But then you decide you want to model Jesse so that you can pair them together in an OTP. Well, to do that, you could just create a new plane, a new scene, start all over again. But a cool thing about these textures, they're so generic that all you have to do is swap out the skin. So, going to go to Jesse, and when I swap that out, you'll notice everything is almost correct. The only main problems are the hair, which you'll actually have to rebuild from scratch. The nose, you'll need to rebuild that as well. And you'll notice the hands, the way I have my rig set up, you may have to rescale the hands to match with the arms. But other than that, it's like entirely interchangeable. So that wraps up this tutorial. And if I can get around to it, I'll be sure to make a time lapse of me modeling the characters. I won't be able to go over all of the steps. Well, I might make a tutorial in which I do that, because I did get a request from I can't quite remember his name. It was KeoToy, I believe. He did leave me a request, so I told him that I was busy because I'm doing this project, huge project, but when I get around to it, I will actually record myself step by step modeling specific characters of your choice. So if you have a character that you want to see me model, just leave a comment, and when I can, I'll get around to that. So see ya.